Okay, so one other thing that we want to look at with absolute value is word problems, or I guess in this case we're going to say word problem. So a type of problem might look something like this. We have a person who's on a high dive and it's 30 feet above the surface of the water. They're really skilled and they do a triple backflip. They end up 12 feet below the surface. If we want to know how far they travel, well, if we're thinking about this, I like to make pictures. So here we have the surface of the water, and that's going to be 0. Way up here at the high dive, they're above the surface. Above is telling me positive. So then they dive in, and they're going to go below. That's telling me negative. So then they go somewhere down here to negative 12. I want to find the distance they traveled. So I want to figure out, okay, how far is it to 0? And then how much further do I have to go? So the absolute value of 30 is 30 because it's got to travel 30 feet to get to the surface. The absolute value of 12 feet below would be 12. Then I have to go another 12 feet. So if I do 30 feet to get to the surface plus 12 feet to get 12 feet below, means they traveled 42 feet. Word problems are going to look a lot like this. You need to pay attention to keywords. Above the surface tells me a positive number. Below the surface tells me a negative number. You need to be solid with your vocabulary. And drawing pictures and number lines is going to help. But think about, if one's positive and one's negative, we need to look at how far to get to 0 and then how far to get down to where we need to go. How far is this from 0 and then how much further? I have to add those numbers because I have to travel through 0. I have to travel to get to 0 and then past it.